Welcome, everyone. If you're watching this, I already know something about you. You want to speak English fluently, but you don't have anyone to help you. No teacher, no guide, no speaking partner, and maybe no confidence left. But you still haven't given up. You're searching, you're trying, you're hoping that maybe, just maybe, today you'll find something that actually works. Let me tell you something very important, and I want you to hear it with your heart. You are not weak. You are not lazy. You are not bad at English. You just never had the right system. You never had the right direction. And no one ever showed you how powerful learning English by yourself can be. But today, everything will change. Today, I'm going to give you the 7 most powerful steps to improve your English alone, even if you have no money, no partner, no confidence, and no idea where to start. Each step is based on the real psychology of fluency, real systems that work, and the real struggles that millions of people face, just like you. These are not tricks. These are not fake hacks. These are systems that will rewire your brain, train your mouth, grow your confidence, and make you feel proud of yourself, not ashamed. And the best part? You don't need to move to another country. You don't need to join expensive classes. You don't even need to be confident. You can start from zero, right now, in your own home. But I want you to promise me one thing. Don't skip, don't rush, don't stop, because this video is not entertainment. It is a system. And if you follow all 7 steps, your English will change forever, and so will your life. So, watch till the end. And if you feel even 1% more confident, 1% more motivated, 1% more clear about your English journey, then please subscribe because this is just the beginning of your transformation. Let's begin. Step 1. Create your English world. No matter where you live, you don't need to move to London. You need to build London around you, inside your room, your ears, and your mind. Most people think English is a language problem, but it's not. It's an environment problem. Let me explain. If you live in a country where no one speaks English, your brain never gets used to it. It feels foreign, uncomfortable, and difficult. Your brain says, I don't hear this sound every day, so it must not be important. But if you hear English around you every day, your brain says, this is normal, this is safe, this is me. And that's how fluency begins, not by studying, but by surrounding yourself. Our brains are like sponges. They soak up whatever you hear and see every day. You became fluent in your first language, not because you studied it, but because you heard it all day long, every day from your parents, your TV, your friends. That's the system we're going to recreate. But for English, how to build your English world daily routine you can follow. Put on your headphones and leave them on. Every morning, after you brush your teeth, put on your headphones. Play English podcasts, YouTube videos, or audiobooks. Not just for 10 minutes. Play them for hours. Even while doing housework, walking, cooking, or exercising. You don't need to understand every word. Just let the sound of English enter your brain again and again and again. This builds a powerful effect called passive fluency. Your ears start accepting the rhythm, the pronunciation, and the tone without effort. Listen to English audiobooks, or real interviews. Even if you understand just 50%, that's enough. You're training your brain silently. Watch movies or series in English with subtitles at first. Choose series you love, romantic dramas, action, mystery, comedy, anything you enjoy. Turn on English subtitles. First, watch with subtitles. Then, watch again without them. Do this every day, even if only for 20 minutes. You're not just watching entertainment, you're learning sentence, flow, emotion, pronunciation, and vocabulary without stress. Watch the same episode twice, first time with subtitles, then without. Second time, try to speak along with the character. This activates listening, reading, and speaking all at the same time. Change your phone apps and social media to English. Every time you open Instagram, YouTube, or your phone settings, your eyes should see English. Why? Because small changes create massive fluency habits. It tells your brain, this is not a second language anymore. This is my life now. Post one line a day in English, Instagram notes, WhatsApp, anywhere. Write a small line about your day in English. I'm feeling tired today. I cooked pasta for dinner. I miss someone I can't talk to. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you are expressing your real self in English, and that is the deepest kind of practice. You can do this as a WhatsApp status, a private diary, or a caption. But do it every single day. Make English music part of your life. Create a playlist of your favorite English songs. Learn the lyrics. Sing along. Feel the emotion. This builds pronunciation, vocabulary, and rhythm, like how a child learns a song before they learn grammar. Sing the lyrics of soft songs like Ed Sheeran, Coldplay, or Adele. Say the words, then feel them, then speak them. You will start to notice strange but beautiful changes. You'll begin thinking short phrases in English. You'll start hearing English voices more clearly. Your fear of the language will begin to fade. Your pronunciation will feel smoother, more natural. You'll feel like you're living in an English-speaking country, even if you never leave your home. Most people don't become fluent because they think English is something they must study. But English is not a subject. It is a lifestyle. And fluency doesn't start when you open your grammar book. It starts when you open your ears and say, I will live in English, even if the whole world around me speaks something else. This is just step one, but it is the foundation of everything. If you build this environment, if you protect it, if you make it your new normal, your brain will change. Your confidence will grow, and English will no longer feel like a stranger. It will feel like home. Step 2. Speak out loud every day. Even if you feel silly, let's destroy a lie right now. I need to study English first, then I will start speaking. No, that's the biggest reason people stay stuck. You don't wait to speak after learning. You learn by speaking. Just like a child doesn't wait until they understand grammar to talk. They speak first, and fluency grows later. You must speak from day one, even if you feel shy, even if you make mistakes, even if you have no one to speak to. Because your mouth is not naturally ready for English. It's lazy. It's used to your native language. It's used to the old sounds, the old muscle movements. And if you don't speak out loud, your mouth stays locked. No matter how much English you know in your brain, you'll still freeze when it's time to talk. When you speak out loud, three magical things happen at the same time. 1. Your mouth builds muscle memory. English sounds require different tongue movements, lip positions, and jaw openings. You can't train that by reading silently. You must say it out loud, again and again, until your mouth gets comfortable. 2. You hear yourself and correct yourself. When you speak, you activate the audio loop. You say it, you hear it, you improve it. That feedback loop is how the brain learns fast. 3. You remove fear by doing the thing that scares you. Fluency is not just about language, it's about psychology. When you speak out loud, even if you're alone, you tell your brain, this is safe, this is normal, and fear slowly disappears. You don't need a partner. You don't need a classroom. You don't even need confidence. You need this daily ritual mirror talk. Speak to yourself every morning. Stand in front of the mirror. Look into your own eyes and speak like you're talking to someone you love. Start with simple lines like, good morning. How are you today? I will have a busy day today. I feel nervous about my work. I want to improve myself. Don't just say the words. Feel them. Express them. Use your hands. Use your eyes. You are practicing communication, not just pronunciation. Do this for 5 minutes every morning. It's free. It's private. It's powerful. Read English out loud, not silently. Choose a small story, article, or conversation from your favorite book or website. Read it out loud. Why out loud? Because when you read silently, your brain understands, but your mouth stays asleep. When you read out loud, your mouth wakes up. And reading is the best way to practice pronunciation, rhythm, and speed, without the fear of making your own sentences. Record yourself. Listen. Then read again. Louder, smoother, stronger. Shadowing method. Copy and speak along. Shadowing is one of the most powerful ways to become fluent fast. Here's how it works. Play an English audio or video, a movie scene, a YouTube clip, a podcast. Listen to one sentence, then immediately repeat that sentence. Same speed, same tone, same emotion. Try to copy exactly how the speaker says it, like an actor in a movie. This builds accent, fluency, rhythm, and confidence. It trains your muscle memory, listening, speaking, and expression all at the same time. Do this for just 5 minutes a day, and your speaking ability will transform in 30 days. Describe what you're doing out loud. Turn your daily life into English. I'm brushing my teeth now. I'm making tea. This is my favorite shirt. I'm tired, but I will finish my work. Talk about everything you do while you do it. You don't need big words. You just need real words. Because the goal is to make English a natural part of your life, not just a subject you study. Speak while walking, cooking, cleaning, or even in the shower. Talk to yourself like you're a friend. You're not crazy. You're committed. Pretend phone call with headphones on. Put on your headphones. Walk around the house. Pretend you're on a phone call with someone in English. Say things like, hey, I've been waiting for your call. I'm just walking to the kitchen now. Yes, I saw your message last night. Let me tell you what happened today. This method builds real-life English, trains natural responses, removes fear of being heard, and feels more realistic than talking to a wall. Do this daily for 10 minutes. Make it fun. Make it natural. You'll see results in your flow and fluency very fast. Here's a sample 30-minute daily speaking plan. Time activity 5 minutes mirror talk. 5 minutes read a short passage out loud. 10 minutes shadowing practice from YouTube or a podcast. 5 minutes describe your actions during a daily chore. 5 minutes pretend phone call with headphones on. You can even break it into morning plus night. The goal is consistency, not perfection. But what if I make mistakes? Then good, you're learning. Fluency grows from mistakes, not from silence. But I feel silly talking to myself. Let me tell you something. Every successful English speaker you see online, every YouTuber, every actor, every public speaker, they all practiced alone. They all spoke out loud. They all sounded silly before they sounded fluent. You don't see that part, but it's the most important part of the journey. If you speak out loud every day, just 30 minutes, here's what will happen. Your mouth will move faster and smoother. Your hesitation will go down. Your confidence will rise. You will stop translating in your head. You will feel like you're finally using English, not just learning it. And best of all, you'll stop saying, I understand English, but I can't speak. Because now you can. You don't need permission to speak. You don't need a perfect accent. You don't need to wait. You just need to do it today, out loud, even if no one listens, even if it sounds silly, even if your grammar is wrong. Because the only way to speak English fluently is to speak English daily. Step 3. Train your mouth like a fighter trains punches. Your mouth is not lazy, it's just never been trained in English. Now it's time to build fluency through repetition, movement, and daily training, just like a boxer trains every punch. You already learned in step 2 that speaking out loud is essential. But now we go deeper. This step is not about what you say. This is about how you say it. Because speaking fluently is not just about grammar, vocabulary, or even confidence. It's about muscle memory. Your lips, your tongue, your jaw, your throat, your breath. These are the muscles of fluency. And if you want to speak smoothly, clearly, and confidently, you must train these muscles just like an athlete trains their body. Think of a boxer. They don't just throw punches once in a while. They practice the same punch 100 times, 200 times, 500 times until it becomes automatic. That's what your mouth needs for English. Your native language has trained your mouth for years. The tongue movements, the sounds, the jaw positions, they're all built for your first language. But English uses completely different movements. That's why, even when you know the right word, it comes out slow, awkward, or wrong. Because your mouth has no memory of that movement. To fix that, you don't need more studying. You need daily physical training. Just like a workout, when you train your mouth to move like a fluent English speaker, you unlock natural pronunciation, smooth sentence, flow, clear word endings and beginnings, confident speaking speed. better listening. Yes, speaking helps your ears too. This is not theory. This is your daily fluency gym. Follow this system every day, and your mouth will become faster, sharper, and clearer in just weeks. Mouth warm up 2 minutes every morning before you start speaking. Warm up your face and mouth just like warming up before exercise. Do this. Open your mouth wide and say ah, like at the doctor. Hold for 5 seconds. Smile as wide as possible. Then relax. Repeat 3 times. Stretch your lips forward like saying ooh, then wide like e. Repeat 10 times. Rotate your jaw gently in circles. This prepares your muscles for pronunciation. Beginners often ignore this, but it removes tension, improves clarity, and makes your speech smoother. Train with pronunciation clusters, the secret of fluent sound. Clusters are groups of sounds that are common in English but difficult for learners. For example, black, blue, blur, train, try, true, straight, strong, strange, think, that. Both practice, bread, drive. Native speakers say these without thinking, but most learners say them slowly or incorrectly. Let's practice. Star cluster. Practice. Say slowly. Strong. Strength. Strange. Street. Now repeat 10 times faster. Smoother. With no pause. Focus on making it one sound, not separate letters. Cluster practice. Say, think, that, this, both, teeth. Don't say sink or this. Feel the tongue between your teeth. Do 5 clusters a day. Repeat each one 10 times. This is like lifting weights for your tongue. Use the 3-sound drill beginning, middle, end. Fluency is not just about fast talking. It's about clear beginnings, smooth middles, and clean endings of every word. Here's how you practice. Choose any sentence. For example, I'm going to the market. Now focus on each part. Say each word clearly, especially the endings. I'm going to the market. Now try with connection. I'm going to the market. Now say it faster, but don't lose the endings. I'm going to the market. Not I'm gonna do mark you. This builds clarity, plus speed, plus connection. The 3 pillars of natural speech. Do this with 3 sentences every day. First slow, then medium, then fast. This is how you build rhythm. Record and repeat the mirror of fluency. Recording your voice is the most powerful training tool you have, and it's free. Here's what to do. Record yourself saying a short paragraph, 50 to 60 words. Listen to it carefully. Identify. Are you missing sounds? Are you too fast or too slow? Do you sound unsure or robotic? Then record again with more energy, more clarity, more flow. Keep improving each day. Pro tip. Compare your version to a native speaker's version from a podcast or YouTube clip. This builds self-awareness, which leads to massive improvement. Daily 2-minute fluency workout. Use this script. Today, I woke up early. I brushed my teeth, made some tea, and planned my day. I want to improve my English, so I'm training my mouth like an athlete. I believe in myself. I can speak fluently. I just need to practice every day. Say this first slowly. Focus on pronunciation. Then, medium speed. Focus on rhythm. Then, fast. Focus on flow. Do this every single day. This is how your brain, mouth, breath, and confidence come together. Many people feel like failures because they can't speak fluently. But here's the truth. You don't have a speaking problem. You have a mouth memory problem. Your brain knows the words, but your mouth has no experience saying them fast, clearly, and emotionally. That's why you freeze. That's why you hesitate. That's why your fluency disappears in real conversations. And the solution is not more grammar. It's not more vocabulary. It's mouth training, just like a musician trains their fingers, just like a dancer trains their legs, just like a boxer trains their punches. If you follow this daily system, warm up 2 minutes, clusters 5 minutes, 3 sound drills 5 minutes, record plus repeat 5 minutes, fluency workout 2 minutes. You will feel clearer pronunciation, faster speech, less hesitation, more confidence, and a real transformation in how your English sounds. And most importantly, you will feel proud of your own voice in English. You are not broken. Your mouth is just untrained. But today, that changes. Today, you train your mouth with power, purpose, and pride. Because every time you practice, you are building fluency. You are becoming confident. You are becoming someone you'll be proud of. Not someday, not next year, but today, right now. So get up, stretch your mouth, and start training like a fighter who is about to win the biggest match of their life. It's one of the most emotional and mentally freeing lessons. Write down your thoughts, not for grammar, but for growth. It's about journaling, thinking in English, and unlocking real expression even when you're alone. Step 4. Write down your thoughts, not for grammar, but for growth. Writing in English is not about perfect grammar. It's about giving your mind a voice. In a new language, most people believe that writing in English is just for exams or grammar practice. They think it's something boring, something academic, something stressful. But that belief is wrong, very wrong. Because when done the right way, writing becomes your secret fluency weapon. It becomes a tool to speak more clearly, think more fluently, discover your voice in English, and build confidence even when you're completely alone. And here's the real magic. Writing is the safest place to grow your English. You don't need to be afraid of judgment. You don't need to be fast. You don't need to be perfect. You can pause, breathe, reflect, and express. When you write your real thoughts in English, even simple ones, you build the deepest foundation for fluency. Let me show you something powerful. Your brain thinks in your native language. That's your default setting. So when you try to speak English, your brain goes through this painful process. Think in your language. Translate to English. Say the sentence, worry about being wrong. Hesitate, feel embarrassed. That's why so many learners get stuck, because their mind is in one language, but their mouth is trying to speak another. Now imagine if we could rewire your thinking so your thoughts naturally begin to appear in English. That's what writing does. Every time you write in English, you send this signal to your brain. English is not something I'm translating. It's something I'm living. It's something I feel. it's my voice. This shift is what we call mental fluency, and it's the secret behind real lasting improvement. Let me now give you the most practical, powerful writing system designed especially for people who are learning English by themselves, without any teacher. This is not for school. This is not for grammar tests. This is for you to grow your fluency from the inside out. Start with daily emotion sentences, 2 minutes per day. Every morning or evening, ask yourself, how do I feel right now? And answer that in one simple sentence in English. Examples: I feel tired but hopeful today. I'm a little nervous about my meeting. I'm angry, but I'm trying to stay calm. I'm grateful for my life today. That's it. Why is this powerful? Because emotions are real. They come from your heart, not a textbook. And when you express your real emotions in English, your brain connects that language with truth, not fear. This is how fluency becomes emotional, not robotic. Keep a fluency journal, your private practice space. Buy a small notebook. Name it My English Journal or The New Me in English. Every night, write 5-10 lines about your day. Simple English, not pressure, not perfect grammar. Example: today I woke up late. I missed my first meeting. I felt bad, but I tried to stay calm. I went for a walk. I listened to an English podcast. I want to become better. This is not for anyone else. This is your practice field, where you make mistakes, test new words, build sentences, and grow your voice. Do this every night for 30 days, and something amazing will happen. You'll start thinking in English automatically. You'll stop translating in your head. You'll become comfortable writing your own thoughts. You'll unlock a voice inside you that's real, confident, and clear. If you don't know what to write, use this simple daily template. I did. What did I do today? I saw. What did I observe around me? I felt. What emotions did I feel today? Example: today I did yoga in the morning. I saw a beautiful bird on the tree. I felt peaceful, like my mind was clean. This system helps you build daily vocabulary around your real life, not random topics. That's why your fluency grows faster, because your words match your reality. Don't use a dictionary. Use your imagination. While writing, don't stop every time you forget a word. Instead, use simpler words. Describe the feeling. Say it in a different way. You want to say, I feel overwhelmed, but you don't know that word. So you write, I feel too many things in my head. I don't know what to do first. That's perfect, because real fluency means finding a way to express yourself, not always using the exact word. Read what you wrote out loud. This is the secret power of writing. After you finish your short journal or daily entry, read it out loud. You're not just practicing writing, you're now connecting writing, speaking, listening, and confidence all in one. This is how you move from I know English in my mind to I live English in my life. Most learners make these mistakes: trying to write perfect grammar, copying sentences from the internet, writing about boring topics they don't care about, writing once a week instead of daily, judging themselves while writing. Avoid all of this. You don't need perfection. You need honesty, emotion, simplicity, Consistency. That's how fluency is born. Your brain will start thinking directly in English. You'll find it easier to speak because your sentences are already practiced. Your vocabulary will grow naturally without memorizing. You'll feel more confident using English in real life. You'll be more connected to yourself in English, emotionally and mentally. And most of all, you'll stop saying, I don't know how to express myself in English, because now you do every day, on the page, in your own words. This is not just writing. This is healing. This is growth. This is confidence. Building one line at a time, even if no one sees it, even if your grammar is wrong, even if you write only 3 sentences a day. You are creating something powerful. You are creating the English version of you. So tonight, don't scroll. Don't overthink. Open your journal. Write one sentence. Feel it. Say it out loud. And begin your fluency journey from the inside out. Because your thoughts are powerful. And when you express them in English, you become unstoppable. Step 5. Copy the fluent. Don't try to invent English alone. If you want to speak like a native, stop guessing. Copy, repeat, steal their style, practice their sentences. This is not cheating, it's fluency training. Let's say this clearly. Most English learners waste years trying to invent their own sentences. They know vocabulary, they understand grammar, but when it's time to speak, they freeze. Why? Because they try to create English from zero in their brain every single time. But native speakers don't do this. Fluent speakers don't do this. They speak from chunks, from habits, from repeated phrases they've heard thousands of times. Just like a chef doesn't invent a new recipe. Every time he cooks, he uses familiar steps, ingredients, and methods he's mastered. That's what fluent English speakers do too. So, if you want to become fluent, fast, naturally, emotionally, you must copy the fluent. Copy their style. Copy their sentence patterns. Copy their voice. Copy their energy. Because copying is how all humans learn language. That's how you learned your first language, by listening, by repeating, by copying. You didn't study. You didn't ask questions. You just heard it, felt it, spoke it. And now we're going to do that again with English. There's a big myth in English learning. Don't copy. Be original. Learn the rules. Make your own sentences. That might sound nice, but for 99% of learners, it's terrible advice because the brain learns faster when you give it real examples to follow, not rules to memorize. When someone says, I don't think that's a good idea, is that invented? No, it's a learned sentence pattern. When you say, what do you mean? Is that grammar? No, it's memory. The best speakers in the world don't create language, they borrow it. They use what works. And over time, those patterns become natural. So don't feel guilty. Copying is not cheating. Copying is how you win. Let's now build your fluency copy machine, a daily system that trains your brain and mouth to speak like fluent English speakers. Pick one person or one English content source for 7 days. This could be a YouTube channel, a podcast, a short Netflix scene, a TED Talk, or a real English speaker on Instagram or YouTube Shorts. The most important thing is they speak naturally, not robotic. They are native or fluent. You like their tone and energy. Their English is understandable for your level. Don't try to learn everything. Start small. Focus on just 5 real sentences from your fluent source. Listen to each sentence. Write it down. Repeat it 10 times out loud. Then say it without looking. Feel the rhythm. Feel the tone. Feel the pauses. You're not just learning words, you're copying the musical feeling of the sentence. Example: fluent speaker says, I don't really think that's a good idea. You copy, I don't really think that's a good idea. I don't really think that's a good idea. I don't really think that's a good idea. Then you say it like it's your own thought. This is called sentence shadowing, and it's one of the fastest fluency accelerators in the world. After you copy the 5 sentences, record your voice. Then listen to the original. Then listen to yours. What's different? Are you too fast? Are you too flat? Are you skipping words? Are you mumbling? Fix it. Try again. Do it until you sound 80% like the original. That's when fluency builds inside your mouth, not just your mind. After copying a sentence, use it in your day. Say it to yourself. Say it in your journal. Say it in the mirror. You copied. I didn't mean to do that. Now use it. I didn't mean to wake up late. I didn't mean to forget the meeting. I didn't mean to make you angry. This is how copying becomes creation. This is when your fluency becomes flexible. Create a document or notebook. Write down every sentence you copied and practiced. This becomes your personal fluency treasure chest. Every week, review old sentences. Speak them again. Add new ones. Over time, you have 100, 300, even 500 plus fluent sentence patterns in your memory, ready to use anywhere, anytime. And when you speak, people will say, wow, your English sounds so natural. That's not magic. That's memory. If you don't have a speaking partner, no problem. You can still copy fluent speakers using YouTube podcasts, audiobooks, interview videos, English voice notes from friends or strangers online, AI tools that let you hear English. The secret is exposure plus repetition. You don't need 100 people. You need one good voice and the discipline to repeat. You'll feel more confident speaking in full sentences. You'll speak faster with better rhythm and tone. You'll stop translating in your head. You'll sound more fluent even with basic words. You'll develop a natural accent without forcing it. And the best part, you'll never have to think too hard when speaking, because your mouth already knows what to say from memory, from practice, from copying the fluent. So don't try to be original. Don't try to create the perfect sentence. Don't try to impress anyone. Just copy, feel, repeat, own it. Because every fluent speaker you see, they didn't get there by guessing. They got there by listening, copying, repeating, and trusting the process. From today, Speak Like This is your training dojo. Every sentence you copy is one step closer to confidence, one step closer to fluency, one step closer to the English-speaking version of you. This is how you grow not alone, but by standing on the shoulders of the fluent until you become one of them. Step 6. Pretend you're on a phone call every day. Don't wait for real conversations to become fluent. Act like they're already happening. Speak out loud. Pretend you're on a call. Rewire your brain to believe you're already fluent. Most English learners believe this. I'll become fluent when I finally get to talk to someone. But that belief is dangerous. It keeps you waiting for the right person, waiting for the right time, waiting for a perfect conversation. But let me tell you something life-changing. You don't become fluent by waiting for real conversations. You become fluent by practicing fake ones over and over until they feel real. This step is about training your brain, mouth, and confidence without needing anyone else. It's about creating the illusion of fluency until your mind and body start believing it. And when that happens, you become fearless, fast, fluent. Let's talk science for a second. Your brain doesn't know the difference between something real and something vividly imagined. That's why you feel fear during nightmares. That's why you feel excitement during daydreams. Your body reacts even if nothing is actually happening. We can use that same principle to train your English speaking system. When you pretend you're talking to someone on the phone, your brain believes it's a real conversation. So it activates real pronunciation, real emotion, real vocabulary, real speed, real memory. And all of that happens without fear because no one is actually listening. This is what makes this step so powerful for beginners. It removes the pressure but builds the skill. This isn't just a tip. This is a full daily fluency system. You can use anytime, anywhere. Let's break it into a simple, clear way. Put on headphones, even if you're not listening to anything. Why? Because when you wear headphones, people around you will think, he's on a call, or she's talking to someone. That means you can speak freely in public, in private, while walking, cooking, even on a bus. And you won't feel embarrassed because people will assume you're just having a regular phone call. This creates a safe bubble of practice. You're in public, but you're also in a private fluency gym. You're not silent anymore. You're training out loud. Start talking to an imaginary friend, teacher, or situation. This is the magic. You don't need real people. You create the situation in your mind and speak to it like it's real. Here are 5 examples. A. Fake friend call. Hey, I've been meaning to call you. I just finished work. It was such a busy day. I had 3 meetings, and my boss was a bit angry, but I managed everything. B. Teacher feedback call. Hello, sir. I've completed the assignment. I'll send it in a few hours. Can you give me some feedback later? I really want to improve. C. Travel problem call. Hi, I booked a ticket to London for tomorrow, but I made a mistake with the time. Can you please help me change it? Yes, my name is James. My email is D. Emotional support call. I don't know why I'm feeling this way. I just feel like everything is too much. I'm trying to stay strong, but some days are really hard. I just needed someone to talk to. E. English practice partner call. Hey, let's practice English. I'll ask a question and answer it myself. What's your favorite movie? My favorite is The Pursuit of Happiness. It always motivates me. These are not fake conversations. They are practice realities, and your brain responds to them as if they're real. This is how confidence grows from the inside. Walk around while speaking. Build a natural flow. Don't just sit in a chair and whisper. Put on your headphones. Stand up. Walk around your room. Look outside the window. Use hand gestures. Use emotion. The more real you make it, the more powerful the training becomes. This is called situational fluency activation. It trains your brain to speak while moving, thinking, and feeling. Because real conversations in life happen like that. Not in silence, not in a slow robotic voice, but in motion, with feelings, with distractions. So train in the same way. Here are some daily conversation situations you can practice on your imaginary phone call. Calling a friend to invite them to a party. Talking to a doctor about your health. Asking for a refund from a company. Apologizing for missing a meeting. Talking to a crush or best friend. Ordering food from a restaurant. Describing your day to a parent or partner. Giving directions to a stranger. Asking questions in a job interview. Pick one per day. Set a timer for 5 to 10 minutes. Speak freely. Don't stop to correct yourself. Just speak, flow, feel, and finish the conversation like it's real. After your pretend call, record your voice. Listen to it. Evaluate yourself. Ask, did I hesitate? Did I repeat the same words? Did I sound natural or robotic? What can I improve? Then do the same call again, but smoother. This builds self-correction, which is the fastest way to improvement. If you're too shy or confused, here's an easy start. You say both sides of the conversation. Example, you, hello, you, hey, it's me, you, oh, hey, how are you? You, I'm fine, just tired. Long day at work. It may feel silly at first, but soon your brain will get used to it, and it will become one of your favorite ways to practice speaking naturally. Your confidence will explode because you've practiced in real life mode. Your brain will get used to fast thinking in English. You'll feel more expressive, not stuck. You'll stop fearing real calls or conversations. You'll begin to sound natural because you've already lived those conversations 100 times. You don't need to wait for the perfect English speaking partner. You don't need to wait for a real conversation to begin. You don't need to wait for your accent to be perfect. You can begin speaking right now, right here, to yourself, through imagination. Because fluency isn't about waiting, it's about creating. Creating moments where you act fluent until you truly are. So, from today, every time you walk, wear headphones. Every time you're alone, speak. Every time you're scared, pretend you're on a call and speak louder. This is your private world. No one will judge you. No one will laugh. No one will interrupt. And in that private world, you will build the real you, the fluent you, the confident you, the version of you that speaks English like a second skin, not someday, but today, one imaginary phone call at a time. Step 7. Track your English like a game and watch your growth explode. Let's be honest. Most people fail to learn English not because they're lazy, but because they can't see their progress. They study, they listen, they try, they struggle, but after weeks or months, they feel stuck, they feel lost, they feel like they're still not fluent. And so they ask themselves, am I wasting my time? Why am I still not confident? Will I ever get better? And slowly, they stop trying, they stop believing, they stop growing. But the truth is, they were improving. They just couldn't see it. That's why this step exists. Because when you track your progress like a game, you create proof, you create momentum, you create a system that pushes you forward every single day. This is the step that keeps you going when motivation disappears. This is a step that protects your dream. Let me give you the deepest truth. Fluency doesn't come from what you do once. Fluency comes from what you do again and again, and what you learn from it. That's what tracking gives you. It turns your daily actions into a visible journey, a journey you can see, a journey you can be proud of. And once you feel progress, even 1%, you'll never want to stop. Let's now create your own English progress tracker, the system that turns learning into a daily victory. Create a fluency journal or digital tracker. This can be a simple notebook, a Google Doc, a Notion page, a phone app, or even a calendar or Excel sheet. Call it My English Journey or Fluency Tracker, Day 1 to Day 10,000. This is your personal space, the record of your transformation. Here are the 7 most important fluency actions to track. Did I listen to English today? Podcast, video, etc. Did I speak out loud today? Mirror talk, shadowing, phone call, etc. Did I write in English today? Journal, thoughts, captions. Did I read something in English today? Book, article, subtitles. Did I copy any fluent sentences today? Shadowing or repeat practice. Did I do a pretend call or daily conversation practice? Did I learn or use any new word today? Each of these actions is a point. Each one is progress. Even one small yes is better than doing nothing. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for consistency. Mark each action like a scoreboard. Use check marks or points. Listening, speaking, writing, reading, copying sentences, pretend call, new word, total. 6 out of 7. Now imagine doing this for 30 days. You'll see which areas are strong and which need more love. You'll see that you're not failing, you're growing, even when it feels slow. This scoreboard becomes your motivation engine. Talk about what you learned this week, how you feel, what you want to improve, a summary of your day, or a random topic you enjoy. Save every recording. Then, after 4 weeks, go back and listen to your first one. You'll hear the difference: clearer voice, better pronunciation, faster speech, more confidence. And that's when you'll say, wow, I'm actually getting better. That's the proof your brain needs to keep going. Learning English can be long, but if you break it into small levels like a game, it becomes enjoyable. After every 7 days, give yourself a reward. Watch your favorite show. Eat something special. Share your win online. Write, I didn't give up. I'm proud. After every 30 days, reflect on your growth. Review your voice notes. Read your journal. See your progress chart. Tell yourself, I kept going. I didn't stop. I'm becoming fluent. This positive reinforcement builds unshakable consistency. You'll feel clear. You'll know what's working. You'll feel powerful because you're in control of your journey. You'll feel more fluent because your practice is visible daily, measurable. You'll feel excited, not scared, to keep going. And most importantly, you'll never again feel like you're not improving because now you can see it, hear it, feel it. Your English is no longer a dream. It's a real journey, and you're in charge. This is not a school project. This is your life project. And every life-changing project needs a system, a way to see the effort, a way to measure the growth, a way to stay consistent, even when no one is watching. Because motivation disappears, emotions change, but tracking stays. Tracking shows you what your feelings can't. So, if you want to become fluent, alone, with no teacher, start tracking like a game. Because now, learning English is not pressure, it's not stress, it's not fear, it's a challenge, a mission, a transformation. And you're winning one day at a time. Listen to me. If you've come this far, if you've watched this entire video, if you've followed every step, then you already have what most people don't. Discipline, courage, belief. You're not someone who gave up. You're someone who stood up and said, I don't care if I'm alone. I don't care if it's hard. I don't care if it takes time. I will speak English. I will be fluent. I will be free. Because fluency is not just a skill, it's a symbol. It's the voice of your new life. And you, yes, you are building that life every single day. So, I want you to do one last thing right now. Take a deep breath, smile, and say these words out loud. I am not weak. I am not behind. I am not confused. I am learning. I am improving. I am speaking English, and no one can stop me. Because if you keep showing up, if you follow these 7 steps, if you trust the process, even when it's boring, even when it's hard, then fluency is not a dream. It is your destiny. You were not born fluent, but you were born capable. And now, you're unstoppable. If this video helped you even 1%, if you learned something new, if you felt more confident, then please subscribe to this channel right now. Because this is not the end. This is only the beginning. We are building a community of real learners. People who are tired of fake shortcuts. People who want real fluency. People who are ready to transform. So, if that's you, if you're ready to speak, grow, and win, click subscribe right now and write in the comments, I'm ready to become fluent. I'll be here every week, guiding you, supporting you, believing in you. You're not alone anymore. Your English journey starts today, and I promise you will speak fluently. Not someday, but one small, powerful, daily step at a time. See you in the next video. Your journey has just begun.